Good morning guys and gals. This morning we're going to fit some 4-inch pullback risers to the Sport Glide, and here they are. I got these from Sykes Harley Davidson dealership in Sussex. Nice chrome ones, chrome to go. The existing stock ones are chrome, so I just thought I'd replace them with chrome. I don't know whether I'm going to use the top clamp or not. I might use, if it fits, I might use the existing one because I quite like the look of that. Plenty of packing. Right, so there they are, 4-inch pullback risers. Not massive, I don't want them massive, I just want the bars just pulled back a little bit more, just so that my arms are a little bit more relaxed on longer journeys. So let's put these on, shall we? Let's see how we get on. As part of the pack you get instructions and new bolts and washers. Right, let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I've done is I've put a bit of tape around the handlebar here, so that when I put the new risers on, I know the handlebars are right in the centre. So that's my guide. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to got some nice thick towels. I'm going to cover the tank up because the last thing I want is to damage that. So nice thick towels on there, and another towel I'm going to put down on top of my front fender or mudguard, just in case anything drops down there. Right, so I think that's all the precautions done. I'm now going to bring the headlight forward so that I've got clear access to the 2 bolts underneath the risers. Before I bring that forward, let me just measure from the front to the beginning of the chrome. That's 11 centimeters. So when I put it back, if I put it back 11 centimeters, I know I don't need to realign my headlight. Okay, let's just loosen these bolts. Try not to scratch the forks of the headlight, nice and gently. Right, they've been loosened off. So next thing I'm going to do is to loosen these bolts on top. These bolts underneath are 3/4. The ones on top are Allen keys, and they are 1/4. Just hold the handlebar because you don't want this to fall. The moment you loosen them, they will they'll roll forward, or backwards shall I say, towards the tank. Like that. Let me get a ratchet on there. Take that top off and then just lay those bars on the tank. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these off one at a time, and I'm going to take that off and replace it with the 4-inch, then take that off and replace it with a 4-inch. So I'm just going to do it one at a time, take it nice and easy. That's that one off. Gently take the bolt out. I'll replace it with a new one. I'm not going to put any Loctite on it at the moment because I'm just going to get it all in and set up, and then I'll take them out one at a time afterwards and put some Loctite on them. I found it easier to put this swivel joint in, and a short extension just makes it slightly easier. Less chance of scratching anything. I'm not doing them up tight. I'm going to leave that so that it's flexible, can move. Right, done that. Let's do the other one, exactly the same. That one's come out with a washer, so make sure you keep that washer. Again, no Loctite on it, not at this point. I'm going to, as I said just now, I'm going to get it all set up and reasonably tight so that everything is fitted, and then I will take these out one at a time and put some Loctite in. Right, so that's the risers on. So what we'll do now is, let me get the caps. Right, so again, not going to put Loctite on this. I'm just going to get it all on the bike first, and we'll worry about Loctite afterwards. So let's just put that in there. That's one. Same with the other one. Now that needs to move in so that the tape is touching, and I can see through this gap, I can see the knurled bit of the handlebar is in the centre, so that's what you want. Also, when you do these up, the front have got to be touching and the back is a slight gap. But let's just put these in loosely to start with. A bit fiddly. Let's bring the handlebars round. Right, let's get that started. Right, let's get these handlebars lined up again. Too tight to get a socket in there. Got to go with an Allen key, which is painfully slow. But we'll get there. Right, so I don't bore you to death, let me do these two up, and then we'll have a look to see what the situation is with the clutch and the brake. I think the brake's alright, I think the clutch needs to come come around the other side of the handlebar, but let's do that up first and we'll have a look. So I've pinched these ones up here, these back ones. That was a real painful exercise because you just couldn't get the socket in. You had to use an Allen key, and it's not the easiest one. So I think the bars there feel really good. I can now have my arms bent, so I think that's good. What I now need to do is to tighten these up with a torque wrench now. I've looked on the instructions. It doesn't say put Loctite on these ones, but it does say put Loctite on the bottom. So we'll just torque these up, and then we'll take the bottom ones out one at a time and put some Loctite on them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust the controls on the handlebars. They just need to be spun round a bit. By moving them round, I think it might help the brake cable, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to reroute the clutch cable. So let me just spin them round a little bit and then we'll see. Okay, so I've now loosened these screws off and twisted them so that they are where I want them, both of them perfect. I'm just going to take these out one at a time, put some Loctite on them, put them back in, and I'll check the torque settings and let you know what they are. Okay, to tighten these up is 30 to 40 foot-pounds, or 40.7 to 54.3. So let's just gently get that in there. Right, do exactly the same with the other one. Okay, so I need to move the clutch cable on the other side of the handlebars, so I'm going to pull this clip off of there, slide that tube up, and these two little red things, just need to squeeze them together. Hopefully you can do it with my fingers. Need to push that through with a screwdriver. It. Let's just loosen that off a little bit. Let's go back up to the top. You've got this pin here and there's a little circlip underneath, so I've got some angled circlip pliers. Let me just take that out. Easier said than done. Actually, I don't want angled ones, I want straight ones. Okay, so that's the circlip. That should then just pop out. So that's that out of there. Round to that side. I just had to undo that little bolt in there to loosen the indicator so I could get to it. Right, you got to hold your torch in your mouth. Not enough hands for this job. That goes back in there. He says. Just got to get that lined up. Now with the put a little circlip on the bottom. Okay, now I've just got to push that back into there, push that in, pull that down and put that clip back on. And there we are, clutch cable rerouted. There's my risers. I'll clean all my dirty hand marks up. I'll put the fairing on and then we'll have another look. And then from behind. Right, let me go and clear all those finger marks off. So there we go. That's with the fairing on. As you can see, doesn't come over the windshield. The handlebars turn without any problem at all, no issues. Clutch works perfectly. I've realigned the mirrors and I put the headlight back in place 11 centimeters away. Yeah, job's a good one. Until next time, you guys take care. Ride safe, be safe.